Today, we're walking through insights from our AI search behavior study, where we analyze how real users interact with ChatGPT when looking for local businesses. We focused on key areas including user behavior, prompt patterns, number of prompts, time to completion, accuracy, satisfaction, and decision criteria. Starting with user behavior, ChatGPT is clearly becoming the starting point for discovery, but not always the final step.
For instance, Abigail, who was searching for window tinting, began with ChatGPT, then moved to Google and Maps to verify legitimacy, and returned to ChatGPT before making her final decision. This pattern appeared frequently, where users moved from ChatGPT to Google to Maps and business websites before deciding. At the same time, some users like Ryan searching for clothing and Scott looking for auto detailing stayed entirely in ChatGPT and never left the platform. This shows we're in a transitional phase where AI is leading discovery and trust is still being validated elsewhere.
Looking at prompt patterns, users approach ChatGPT in two distinct ways. Some treated it like a traditional search engine. For example, Roberto searched using a direct query for a specific gym, similar to how someone would use Google. Others use a more conversational approach, refining their searches step by step. Rena, for example, adjusted her query to better match her dog's specific grooming needs, rather than keeping it broad.
When it comes to prompts per search, behavior varied depending on the user. Ryan continuously refined his prompts using ChatGPT as an interactive assistant to narrow down clothing options. In contrast, Scott made one broad search and stopped early, choosing to evaluate results manually instead of continuing to refine the query. This suggests that more experienced users treat AI as a conversation, while others still treat it as a one-time search tool.
AI clearly speeds up the discovery phase, but does not always shorten the full decision-making process. Some users completed their searches entirely within ChatGPT, while others extended the process by verifying results across multiple platforms. For example, Abigail's journey involved ChatGPT, Google, Maps, and websites before she made a final decision, while Daniel stayed entirely within ChatGPT and completed his search more directly.
Accuracy played a major role in shaping trust. There were strong positive experiences where users appreciated how ChatGPT is summarizing information, including pricing and key details. Roberto was given an incorrect business address, which immediately reduced his trust in the recommendation. Similarly, users expressed concern that AI can sometimes produce inaccurate or fabricated information, which led them to verify results externally. Even small inaccuracies had a noticeable impact on trust.
Overall, user satisfaction was generally high, especially when ChatGPT delivered clear and relevant recommendations. Users like Haley and Rena responded positively because the platform highlighted top choices and made information easy to understand. Lower satisfaction tended to come from users who encountered inaccuracies or preferred traditional search methods.
When it comes to decision criteria, the factors remain very consistent. Users chose businesses based on reviews, location, price, and overall presentation. Jason prioritized proximity and avoided businesses that seemed too cheap or too expensive. Rena focused heavily on high ratings, transparent pricing, and strong website quality. And Morgan was influenced by social media presence and overall brand vibe.
In conclusion, our study showed that AI is changing how users find businesses, but not yet how they choose them. The key takeaway is that businesses now need to be visible in the AI search results, build trust across third-party platforms, and clearly communicate their value. Because if a business is not visible inside of ChatGPT, it can lose its opportunity to be part of the customer's conversations.